Everybody, my name is Seal Stanford. We're going to talk about mindset and you today. And the first item connected to your mindset is really has to do with your mood and your attitude. And when I was previewing this and taking a look at, hey, what do I want to share with everyone around mood and attitude? And it reminds me of something that we do here in my company, and that is when we're interviewing someone. Yes, of course, we look at skill sets and we look at, how much experience they have and how much knowledge they have in the area that we want them to work in. But I will tell you a big, big, big part of it is their mindset. And really what I'm looking at is their mood level and their attitude. And recently, we were looking at a couple of people, and really if they have the same experience, but maybe one has a little bit more experience than the other, I will tell you, I still mood level and attitude overrides that every time. So what exactly is your mood? So your mood level is that emotion that you use to get things done. And the mood level also is the amount of speed in which you get things done. So if you're in a low mood level, the task that you are performing or doing is going to be done at a lot slower pace, if you will, which will affect your results, which will affect your effectiveness, which will affect your action level, which will affect everything in the whole entire cycle, right? And then the attitude, or let me go back, the emotion is, what that means is that is energy in motion, and it's the amount of effort that you have to use to go somewhere, to get something done, to make a change, to even make a change in your mindset. So attitude is a position in which you hold towards something or someone. Pretty simple. There can be negative attitudes and there can be positive attitudes. So I wanted to give you a little exercise that you can use to help your mood level daily, okay? So besides the gratitude process, which is what we talk a lot about, right? And a lot about, quickly changing your mood level by just being grateful. And that's true, it does. Another thing you can do is to look at yourself every morning when you get up. You also can do this during the day. And just ask yourself, what is your mood level? Sometimes you won't have the word to articulate it because maybe you haven't looked up the word to really, really describe your mood level. But describe exactly that mood level. And once you describe it and identify it, it's going to give you more space between you and the mood versus setting in the middle of the mood level, feeling like you can't do anything about it and feeling like that mood's on top of you, like you're just totally immersed in it. The other thing I want you to do is, if the mood level is negative or it doesn't change, just continue to ask yourself that question as many times as you need to until you shift that mood, because you can do that, okay? So you'd ask it again. So describe your mood level. What is your mood level? Identify. You may identify 10 different mood levels until you get out of whatever you are sitting in that's affecting your day. Now, another little exercise that I created that I want you to do is I want you to look at the things that you do during the day. Some of these tasks are going to be things that you do every day. And what I would encourage you to do is look at the things that you do daily or maybe every other day. I'll give you an example, like exercising, going to the gym. Maybe one day you go to the gym and you do 45 minutes of aerobic activity and maybe some light weight training. Maybe one day you go to the gym and you do maybe less aerobic training and maybe you have 30 or 45 minutes on the weights, whatever. but I want you to inspect your mood level on that. I know that sometimes I really am not in the mood, but I go anyway. But I also notice, oh my goodness, when I'm not in the mood to be lifting weights, or maybe doing something aerobically, it greatly affects the amount of effort that I have to put forth to do that exercise or the weight training or whatever. So inspect your mood level, because I don't want any more resistance when I'm weight training or when I'm doing something aerobically than, than what I have on the weights and the aerobic activity. So inspect your mood level. When you start to communicate to someone, before you start to communicate, look at your mood level. For some people, it's quite easy to communicate, okay? For some people that you have to communicate with is tougher than others, because maybe it's a tough conversation, or maybe it's an uneasy conversation, or maybe there's just some friction between you and that person. So the way to get bigger than that and to get very, very positive over it is inspect your mood level before you do the communication. That will make all the difference in the world. Mood level and attitude affect your mindset, but it's as easy as to change it. And that is the first step for changing your mindset for you.